thank you.
Okay.
All right, we'll go hips side to side. Step it out a little bit wide, little side lunge. Just start small, get that hinge going. Good, and then we'll take our arms out and we'll do our windmills. Reminder, you can bend the leg that you're reaching towards. Little bend there. As that hamstring starts feeling better, you can keep both legs straight. Good. Let's put one hand straight down in the center, and we're gonna do our twists from here. So legs are out to the side, one hand in the center. You can have your fist down on the floor if that's more comfortable. Reach that hand up. Nice big twist. And you can let the hips shift to get an even bigger stretch. Bring that hand back down. Keep your hips right where they are in the center. Stretch open just through the twisting through the chest only. And then let the hips shift to one side for that nice big stretch. Good, hand back down. Keep the weight in the feet. We're gonna go side to side just a little bit faster. Twist, reaching and looking up towards the ceiling. Other side, 2. Switch back and forth. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good. Coming down towards the floor. One knee bent, front leg is straight, and we're going to go back and forth between our lunge and our hamstring stretch. So front leg bends, hips come forward into that low lunge. You can use a yoga block for some support if you would like. Booty back, straighten that front leg. Optional to add that forward fold if you want a little more stretch. Back and forth. Really squeezing that glute when we're in the lunge. And then squeezing that quad on the front leg for our hamstring stretch. Good. One more time down into that low lunge. And we're going to twist chest towards the front knee. So I'm going to open it up, facing my front knee there. Good. Push the hips back. We're going to do the same side leg, but we're going to reset. So instead of our lunge with the foot directly in front, I'm going to open it up to the side here. And I'm going to rock, stretching more of the inner thigh here for that open leg rock. Nice. Good, and now we'll switch sides. Back into our square lunge here. Straighten that front leg out. Lunge, get that glute working. Push the hips back, straighten the leg. Optional folding forward if you need that stretch. Lunge. And hurdle stretch. One more time. Good. Last lunge. Twisting open towards that front knee. 1 or 2 breaths here. Good, back down, coming up out of that. And then instead of that foot directly in front, take it out about 45 degrees to the side and get into the open leg rock. Good. We got some shoulder stuff today, so let's just do a few shoulder circles. In each direction. So you get forwards and backwards. And then we're going to reach it all the way up and just try to shrug. Squeeze the side of your jaw, try to squish your ears. Get that nice tall shrug. But we're going to do some overhead presses today and shake it out a little bit. All right. To start us off, we're doing a Z press today, which is that overhead press sitting on our booties on the floor. We're gonna do a single arm racked squat and our bicep curl 21s. So for that Z press, we're gonna be seated on the floor here. The goal is to have this nice, straight, tall spine. So a little bit neutral, which means a little bit of that natural arch in your back here. If you're having trouble with that and you're kind of sitting back, you're gonna compensate with the chest to get that press so it'll look a little curvy. If you are not totally comfortable in this seated on the ground, if the hamstrings are feeling a little bit tight, grab a yoga block or even something smaller like a book, and you'll be able to get that nice tall position we like for the Z press with just a tiny bit of elevation. We're gonna do one arm at a time. Hold the ribs down as we press overhead, right? So that it doesn't come from a big arch in the ribs here. Nice strong core. Hip flexors are working to keep us in that pike position. Then our single arm racked squat. You can do this with a kettlebell or a dumbbell. I'm gonna rack that weight at the shoulder, just one side at a time. So when I go down into my squat, it's just gonna work the core a little more since we're weighted on only one side of the body here. Last one in this set is our bicep curl 21s. Most of us are pretty familiar with that. We really want to keep the elbows in place. We're going to come up to our 90 degrees and down. Those elbows are really pinned in place. So 7 up to 90. And then 7, the top 90. So just down to 90 degrees. Here, once again, elbows not swinging. And then 7, full bicep curl for a total of 21. All right, we got 6 to 8 reps on each side, left and right, for that single arm Z press. 8 left, 8 right for the one arm racked squat. And of course, our 7, 7, 7 for the bicep curl 21s. Let me grab a timer. We got 9 minutes on the clock for this superset today. And we're going. Let's turn up the tunes. Yes, good Z presses, everyone. Nicely done. Excellent. Good, Mary Frances. If you want to turn out those toes a little bit to get a deeper squat, feel free. Yeah, there we go. Nice job. Looking good, everyone. Good, Melissa. Try to keep the elbow a little more in towards the front of the body. Try to push it up right there so it doesn't get away from you. Nice. Strong core. I know you're going heavy. Woo! We're about halfway through. Nice work, everyone. Don't forget those water breaks. I am sure it is humid for all you East Coasters. You got this, Melissa. Nice. Good work, Gabrielle. I love that, sitting in a little straddle to get into that position nicely. We got 3 minutes left on the clock. Three rounds through this superset. If you get done early, that is a-okay. Yes, Grace. Grace, that looked easy. You're gonna have to go heavier on your presses next time. We got a minute left on the clock here. Good control on those bicep curls, everyone. That is excellent. Using that full range of the muscle. You are done with your 3 rounds through this superset. Shake it off, grab some water. We got about 30 seconds left on the clock. Finishing up your last set. All right.
Is this music legal?
Yeah, this is all legal music. Somehow, it's remixes. This is Michelle's royalty-free playlist so that YouTube doesn't hate us. All right, shake it out, grab your water, whatever you need. Ooh, I love these. All right. Next one, we are going to do dumbbell good mornings. This is one of my absolute favorites. Really the same position that we want to be for a deadlift. The only difference is that we're going to hold that dumbbell up at our chest here. Press those hips back. Nice, strong torso, strong core. And stand up nice and tall. So same body position as our deadlift. We're just holding that weight up at our chest. Same hinge. Same strong core. We're doing 15 of those dumbbell good mornings. Then on to another set of 21s. We're going to do dumbbell bench press 21s. So if you have a bench, feel free to do this on a bench. If you have the floor, that is okay too. The range of motion is just slightly different. So for our 21s, you're going to keep one dumbbell racked down here as you go press up and down 7 times 7 times on the other side.
Tina has this, have the weight up, up.
And wait up. Oh, okay, sorry.
Yep.
I watched, I couldn't find where the other dumbbell was. Hold. Press 7 up and down. 7 up and down. And then 7 of that bench press or floor press, depending on if you have a bench at your house. Here. So 7, 7, and 7. And then we are doing a forward lunge. We're gonna do 8 left, 8 right. So I like carrying the dumbbells at my sides when I'm doing these. That forward lunge is step forward. You wanna try to slow yourself down, right? So you're gonna have to take a pretty big step forward here and then slow yourself down into that lunge. Coming back up, you have to push off that front leg to get the weight back. Stepping forward, decelerate down, up, press to come back up. All right, so that is 15 dumbbell good mornings. 7, 7, and 7 for the dumbbell bench press, and 8 left, 8 right for the dumbbell forward lunge.
So you're alternating the lunges then?
I tend to, but it doesn't matter. You can either do 8 on the left, 8 on the right, or you can switch back and forth. I find switching back and forth for a total of 16 easy for my body, so it's going to be your preference. If that forward lunge is giving you a ton of problems, take the weight off of it. If it's still giving you problems, you can do a reverse lunge, but that forward lunge is a good shape and movement to practice. We got 9 minutes on the clock again, and I'll pump it back up. Good, nice, hips traveling back, soft bend in the knees for that dumbbell good morning. Nice. Grace, you're on extra challenge mode with that ball. Nice. All the stabilization. Good control. Mary Frances has her guard dog as always. We are about halfway through. 4.5 minutes left on the clock. Good work on the lunges, Gabrielle. Those look nice. Two minutes left on the clock. Good work. Keep it up. Whoops. And that is time. Good work. Finish up the last set you are on, or take a break, shake it out, grab some water. Nicely done, everyone. Take a little time to walk it out, shake it out. We are all the way on to the finisher. Finisher for today is 2 rounds. We're doing 20 squats, 20 reverse lunges, 10 per leg, 20 jump squats or explosive squats, and then 20 jumping lunges. So, air squats. Like always, we're doing a body weight finisher today. And reverse lunges, this time stepping back. You can go all the way down to tapping that knee on the floor if you have enough padding there, or just down and back up. The explosive squats, either squat and add a jump. If you are not jumping today, that is okay. Squat, press it up onto a calf raise. So you're gonna explode up, get the heels off the floor a little bit. And then for those jumping lunges, the most difficult version is going to be lunge, jump all the way through into the other leg lunging. If you would like, you can do lunge, jump to the center, lunge, jump to the center, or just quickly through those. If you're not want to do any jumping today. So 20 of each, which means 10 per leg of those lunges. We got 2 rounds through this thing. I'm gonna turn the music way up. We ready? Let's get something. Yeah, let's do it. All right, 20 squats, let's go. I'll come on music. Good work. Good. Body weight squats. There we go. 10 reverse lunges on each side. You can do 10 on one side, 10 on the other, or you can switch back and forth for 20. Your preference for that. Good. Jump squats or explosive squats with that little heel lift. Nice. Good. at your own pace, everyone, because this one does not have that like working and resting time periods. So pace yourselves. I'm seeing some nice substitutions. Excellent job with that. Just keeping moving. Gabrielle likes burpees a lot more than the rest of us do. Good. Getting into that second round now. Well, that was a weird sound. Good work. Just 2 rounds through, so once you finish that second set of your jumping lunges, you are done. Yes, Luella, nicely done. Woo. Bye, Mary Frances. Great work. Take a little bit to cool down. Woo. Shaking it out when you are done. Good work. All right. Stick for balance. Shake out those legs. Try to get that quad relaxing. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Let's take it down to the floor. I'm going to start with my yoga blocks behind me. I'm gonna tuck one leg, stretch this quad a little bit. Just gonna lean back onto those blocks or a wall or a chair behind you, whatever you need. Little hip flexor and quad stretch here. So really get into that. You're gonna wanna add a little twist, lift that hip off the floor, and then you'll start really feeling it as we line the knee up with the hip there. Leaning back as far as you need to get a stretch. Coming back up. Shake that quad out. Switch it over to the other side. Tuck that foot in. I like to start with hips both evenly on the floor here for a little stretch. Lean it back. And then I'm gonna go ahead and lift this hip, right? Twisting, lifting that booty cheek off the floor. Getting that deeper stretch in the quad there. Good. Undoing that, shake this quad out. And we're gonna take this down to the floor. One leg bent, foot planted on the floor. The other leg straight-ish. Depends on how much hamstring stretch you want. You don't have to be able to reach up towards your foot. You can just hold down here on the hamstring if you can reach that. I like pulling the knee in, bending the leg. And then if I want to stretch out this hamstring, I'm going to start to straighten the leg out by bringing the foot towards the face. And I'm only going to let the knee come away from me at the last minute. Here. Kind of nice and smoothly, pull it in, bend that knee, straighten as far as you can, and then let the knee come away from the face. Bend, straighten, or bend, extend that leg, straighten, pull it back in, bend, extend that leg, straighten. Getting a nice stretch on that hamstring. Good. Shake that leg out. Switch it over to the other side. You can start here with a little hamstring stretch. Leg doesn't have to be perfectly straight. And try to pull it in nice and tight. Extend that leg and then slowly let the knee come away from the face. Bend, pull it in, extend, straighten. Making a little circle here. Nice smooth cycle. Good. Shaking that leg out as well. Plant both feet on the floor. We're going to cross one ankle over the knee. I'm going to start by squeezing that side glute, pulling the knee away from the body and just trying to open up that hip socket. you need a little more, you can also gently press. And then if that's feeling good, reach through, grabbing the other leg, pulling it in closer if you need a deeper stretch. Sometimes this is a fine stretch right here. Some people like to pull that figure 4 in nice and close. Good, switching it out. Cross the other ankle over the knee. Start with that side glute, pull it open. And then if you need a deeper stretch on this side, pull that leg in. Good. Set those legs back down. We'll take those knees over to one side, rolling onto our sides here. Arms on top of each other. And then go ahead and open nice and wide. Big open book stretch to the other side. The more you keep this hip and the top leg pulled over to one side, the deeper stretch you're gonna get if you're touching the back of your hand to the floor. If you want a little less, let that hip continue to slide over with the hand that opens. Little lighter stretch there. Couple breaths here. Standing the rib cage and then exhale, sink deeper into that twist. I'm going to take those knees open, up and all the way over to the other side. Get settled here, stack the knees wherever's comfortable, and open that top arm. Big rainbow to the other side. Once again, I can let this hip kind of slide with it for a lighter stretch, or really keep it over on the other side. Couple deep breaths here. And I'm going to take those knees open, landing in the center here for a nice little happy baby stretch. Knees open so our stomachs can expand. Take a few deep breaths here. And just let the heart rate slow down a little. And slowly making your way back up at your own pace. Woo! Nice work today, everyone. All right, let's get our extra sweaty selfies going. Yeah. I didn't even do that much of the workout. It is just hot in here. All right, there's that button. 3, 2, 1. Cheese. Yay. Excellent. So good to see you all.
Really,
Welcome.
my shirt's definitely a different color than when I started the workout, so that's a good sign.
I just get closer and closer to my hair color. So I go through the workout.
Good job, everybody.
Thanks, Jess.
Everyone.
Thanks, Jesse.
Good to see y'all again.